Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to do a VFL player highlight, and we're going to talk about Harry Dematier because he's had a bit of a role switch up since the beginning of the season, since the beginning of pre-season for the VFL side. He wanted to claim the wing position as his own early in the pre-season. He came out with that on SEN. It seemed like that was the case throughout the entirety of the pre-season, plus early on in the VFL season. I'm not sure if it was by design or because of players from the VFL squad going up into the AFL squad, like a Ned Long and Ed Allen, and naturally opened up a position to try out DeMattia in the middle. He's had some really good moments in this second quarter that we'll watch as well, in particular when the Pies started a little bit slow. Box Hill sort of converted on the scoreboard, and they had some really good moments. So anyways, let's talk about it as this game progresses. So let's start here. So DeMattia in the midfield, curly hair, number 13, draftee at the end of 2023, for those who don't know. All right, let's roll. All right. So Coxie, Titch, Brady Gray, and Dematier here. So just so we're very clear of who Dematier is, there he is. Okay, can't miss him. So nice little feed out, pretty simple. Feeds Brady Gray, they get the center clearance. Okay, so with Dematier, I've said it in videos gone by. He's very much so a meters gained type of player. You do not expect Dematier to see this just yet. Or anything that presents as a short option, he's not going to see that just yet. He's going to be, let me see if I can get it to the goal square. So I'm not sure what happens here. Sort of unlucky in the fact that it was smothered, but I included this because of the follow-up here. Doesn't give up, puts his body where the ball is, a dribble is out, and Will Hayes, with a bit of class, proves why he's AFL quality. So I know Will Hayes and Dematier are two different positions, but within their own roles, you see why Will Hayes, bang, goals, is AFL ready. And Dematier, once you get to the end of this, you're going to see some really good positive signs, 25 touches, a goal, clearances, contested possessions. He's sort of in the realm of that Finlay McRae area, which is fine because it's still early days, but it's a really good sign, but he's not quite at that level just. He's not playing above the VFL level, as Fly McRae would say. All right, so just here as the ball dribbles out, Dematier is there, gets it forward hand pass into space, don't mind it, play on. What else have we got? Another one, sort of just, that was him, sorry, there's another headband guy, that's Dematier here, feeds it out, get a shot on target. Good, we like that. So as you can see, Pies are down by 4 goals here. Dematier on the wing, shakes the tackle, goes long and deep. Just running it back quickly. Is there anything there that he could find? Probably not. I mean, Titch is trying to give an option. There's nothing really there. That's totally warranted. This long kick gives an opportunity for the forwards. Dematier absorbs a tackle here, gets it to Brady Gray, who had a really good game himself. Used to play for Freo. Dematier sharks this, feeds it forward. So this is the second quarter. This is where like I said, Dematier starts to really heat up. Collingwood coming from like 3-4 goals back at quarter time, and he gets heavily involved with some really good moments. All right, where are we here? This might be one of the players I could be talking about. He's just there. Let me see. He gets this, feeds it long, forward surge hand passes. It's sort of just Collingwood DNA at this point. Just surge it forward, get a repeat stoppage. Okay, so Brady Gray does the dirty work with Titch. Dematier goes bang, bang, and gets the goal. We'll take it. Whether he was shooting or not, doesn't matter. It's a goal. Meters gained. We like to see it. All right, this is the moment I'm talking about in the second quarter. So Pies are up 8 points now after all of that. Dematier is somewhere here. We'll get him in frame in a moment. All right. Okay, here he is. Bang. So he starts from D50, yeah? When he wants to go, he goes. So he wants an overlap hand pass. Doesn't get it. He can sniff a goal. He can sniff something here. He's still working. Space is all here. Dematier identifies it. He gets there. After all that running, he has, and with two players on his ass, by the way. Opens it to the fat side, hot spot. Good mark. Great mark, actually. I'm not too sure who that was, but really good play from Dematier there. What I noticed throughout the course of this game was, as a midfielder, when he's moving between the arcs, he sort of dawdles, but he can go because he does have that high speed sprint effort. I remember in the preseason, he didn't do too well in the 2 kilometer time trial. So, look, I know that's not the be-all, end-all when it comes to how it translates into the game, but I think one of the things he will be actively working on as he's playing in the midfield is his engine and ability just to stride through from arc to arc. All right. Nice little ground ball pick up, feeds it out wide, and they're out again. Very nice. Clean gather. So I've noticed his gathers aren't too bad, but in a game where Tom Mitchell is playing a Mason Cox as in a ruck, you could only imagine how much the ball went to Tom Mitchell as the first hit. But when Titch did have these opportunities, he was quite clean with the gathers. And once again, he just goes long, which is fair enough. Did he have... Can you guys see? I don't think you can see that in frame. Did he have this as a hand pass to be hypercritical? Maybe we can run it back just for a second. Probably could. Like it's a difficult... We don't know who was beside Oleg Markov, but once again, he gets it in deep, and that's all that matters in the end. All right, where are you? Dematier, a little bit of a sweeper roll there. Goes long. So, without seeing like the behind the goals footage and getting a bird's eye view of what's around him, there will be moments, some of those moments where he'd like to find someone with a short option. But that's the next level. That's the breakthrough to AFL sort of level type of stuff. You see Nick Dacos, you see Ned Long doing it. Like, Dematier doesn't have to be a great kick. I mean, he's not a bad kick by any means. He's just more of a long driving kick. But what Ned Long has surprised us all with is his ability to damage and break games open with his handballing. So can someone like Dematier eventually add that to his game? All right, where are you, son? So quarter 3, we're up by 19 points. So Dematier is just working here. Just gives an option. Again, so this is a turnover. So I know this is a direct turnover. More to the point that I was making just before. This is probably not a difficult option. That's Jacob Ryan, a really good, hard running halfback flanker. Good by foot, very comfortable in this position. That's where you just give that one. Instead, it's a bit of a turnover, isn't it? Yeah. So just little points of improvement. That's okay. All right. Little sequence, link up play. What does he have here? Has this one. Again, as he gets more experience, he should have the confidence to hit that. He wants to give this hand pass overlap. This guy's probably not high up, probably not high enough to break this line here. Dematier acknowledges that, sort of just breaks that, and then goes in. Good assessment, good observation. And Westy probably drops what he should have taken. Westy had a good game, by the way. For any of you who are wondering, just while he didn't hit the scoreboard, he was very active high up the ground. There we go. Sort of falls for it, the ump. A bit soft, but that's okay. We move. What does he do here? So this is 22 minutes into the third quarter. Pies up by 3 odd goals. At this point, you're probably just going along, aren't you? Yep. Long down the line, who have we got there? Do we see the rest of this? I mean, you had Coxie and Steen there, so it's a good decision. Little gather by Dematier, no fumbles, ability to get the ball forward. Look how important it is just to be able to gather it first time, because it gives you the chance to find the first best option. If you fumble, you're playing from a long way back, aren't you? All right, so Dematier giving some overlap. Under the pump, I understand, guys. Let me know if I'm being critical. I'm trying to come in with this. I don't want to be overly... What's the term? Like, I don't want to suck the teat of these players, if that makes sense. I don't want to be like, these guys are God's gift, but at the same time, I want to be mindful that these kids are kids and they're still learning their craft. I don't want to sound like a prick. I feel like I'm just being observational. Being objective is probably what I'm trying to say. So here, this hand pass, is that a ruckman? I'm not too sure. That might be Cochrane, actually. So that hand pass there breaks open the game. I know he's under the pump here, but maybe that hand pass is the better option here. How does this transpire? Finds an option. It's not the worst option, but it's not, in my opinion, it's not the AFL option. So Dematier gets worked into the contest here. He stays out. No fumble, clean. See, maybe here, guys, from my perspective, I want to see Dematier's speed here. Just go. Turn and go. Take a few steps, compose yourself, and go. And if you draw a player, get the hands over. But it goes long. So, once again, not the worst option, but it's a safe option. It's probably not the option that gets you to AFL level. But once again, just want to make the point, 25 touches, kicked a goal, has been playing really good footy in the midfield last 3-4 weeks. It seems like it must be a foreign position because he's still learning it. He hasn't been playing there. Didn't play there last year. Didn't do this in the preseason. He's a cricketer, guys, as well. So he hasn't got a lot of footy, junior footy under his belt. So this kid is really, really prospective and he's showing some great signs. So if he keeps building on this, who knows when, and if when I guess it's a matter of when, not if, for Dematier. I really think he's going to get an opportunity at some point, whether it's this year or next year, yet to be seen, but some really good signs. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and as always, go Pies.